Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcast. So now we have this all set up. We're ready to go for the new year. We feel good about it. We have our percentages that we're targeting and what our current allocation percentages are going to be for each quarter. So what do we do from now? Well, twice a month and before the pay periods for paying yourself and for paying your salaried employees, you want to jump in and you want on the 10th and the 25th to go through and take what's in your income account and transfer it out of there. So get it down to probably like $100 left in your income account so the bank doesn't see that it's at zero. Leave some sort of cushion in there, but you want to get it down to basically nothing. And it needs to be transferred out using these percentages, right? So if we're doing real revenue of $750,000, let's just do some quick math. 750 divided by 12. So we're looking at 62,000 in real revenue as our income. And then you split that in two. So we're looking at roughly 31,000, right? So we're going to start transferring. So right now we want to put in this first yellow box, the first, what is in our income account on January 10th. So let's just say in our income account, we have $31,689, okay? When we hit enter, it's going to calculate exactly what we need to be transferring out to ourselves and to all of the accounts. So into our profit account, we put $3,400, almost $3,500, $3,485 and 79 cents. Then in our owner's pay, we're going to put $4,400, 36 and 46 cents. Tax, $3,100, 68. And then operating expenses, we're going to have $20,597. We put all that in there. So now we know what to transfer out. And then we can sit there and we can make our operating decisions off of this operating expenses. Now, you've got to be clear that out of those operating expenses, you're paying all of your salaried employees, you're paying your rent, you're paying your insurance. So you still have to be mindful of all of those expenses that are overhead. But you understand this is my overhead operating expenses account. If I'm going to make a new decision about software, I need to see a certain number inside that account to be able to purchase that new software or run those ads or pay for a new piece of equipment or whatever it is, right? So that's how that works. And then you go through. So we make $33,598 the next month. And then we keep going. Let's say we did, we had a rough month or rough start to February. We only did 24,000 or so, but then we picked it up towards the end of the month. We got it back up. It was a huge one. We got to 40,000 in revenue. Then we go to the next one, and we generated, 38 this revenue this pay period. And we went back down to 30. We're just filling in fake numbers here for a little bit. Okay, going through. Wouldn't it be great if you could just make money this easily? You just type in numbers and it appears in your bank account. Oh, that would be bad. All right, last one on Christmas Day. All right. So the only thing I noticed here, the formula was a little bit wrong, so we need to add a couple more. Okay, so you can see here that it tallied up all of the profit from the profit columns or cells into here so we can see our annual profit. And so right now, our annual profit's at 97,000 based upon the fake numbers that I put in here. And what you'll see is that our target profit was 112, right? So we are just shy of that. But if you noticed before, we were only at 75,000. And so now us being at 97, we're really halfway, maybe a little bit more on the way to our, like about 8,000 more on the way to our target profit first amount. So again, you have to operate under the assumptions of this. We decreased our operating expenses by significant amounts each quarter. And so making those decisions, we now have less money in each of these. So you look at, for example, let's look at equivalent months. January and in November, we had a period where we made around 33,000 in revenue. Well, our operating expenses on January 25th, we got to transfer 21,000. But a similar amount on November 10th, we only got to transfer 19.5. So we were about 2,300 less in operating expenses between those two periods. So this is a cash management system. It's not perfect, but it really is based on your habits, and you have to be disciplined to, one, make sure you're using the analysis to when you make transfers twice a month on the 10th and the 25th. And two, you have to be very disciplined at using your operating expenses wisely and really saying, hey, I don't have the cash. I'm not going to pay for it. I've got to be creative, right? Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, might be there, might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.